Dallas Vintage Toys Talks, the #1 rated action figure talk show that takes place on Wednesday mornings on Facebook, and only on Facebook, but soon to be uploaded to YouTube because we're savvy here. We're real good at technologies. We all know how to program our toasters and stuff. We're real smart boys. My name is Andy King. I'm joined, as always, by Mexico's greatest export, Henry Velasquez.
Week after week.
Week after week, man.
Nice.
Every week. Hey, I've yet to see something better. And also the owner of Dallas Vintage Toys, Sean Ninest. Gentlemen, how are you doing?
Good.
Toys. Toys are cool. And we're cool. So we're going to talk about toys because that's a thing that we do here every week. Henry, you want to start? Tell us about these big robots.
Yeah, sure. We got in some die-cast Comic Cave Iron Man figures. We got in War Machine. We got the Shotgun Armor, and we also have Shades in the case. Also got the Figure Arts Hulk, which has some incredible mobility. Got in a few of the Reverse Flash. We still have 2 regular Flashes and Supermans from Mesco in stock. And then we got this guy right here. Good old big bulky action Engineer General. So lots of good stuff in here, man.
So what is that toy called? Because that's not licensed. So
No,
I
it's
couldn't
just
call him Devastator.
Engineer General. And he's a exact replica.
Bulky action.
This guy looks just like he did.
If
in
I
the
had an
cartoon.
action figure and they made a knockoff of it, that would be the name of mine. Bulky action.
Bulky action. Yeah, this guy's an exact like. He looks just like he did in the cartoon. So pretty sweet. Good stuff, man. I'd love to have this stuff in my collection.
Apparently not.
Anyway, who wants to go next? Sean, you want to talk about your greedy, your greed lantern?
I just grabbed
Sean picked a random color lantern and it ended up being the one for greed.
So we got 8 of these in, and all different colors. So we got doubles of green, but
Yeah, we got them all except for blue and indigo, which is fine. Better to have some than all, right? Or than none.
we also got a lot of G1 Transformers. I just grabbed one. All these are going to be on the website, and then we got in tons of Micro Machines, which I'm playing with right here.
Well, there's some that are already on the website. We already sold Red Alert and Hot Rod, so
And
you guys need to
Dirge.
jump on it on our website.
Shockwave.
Yeah, Dirge and Shockwave.
I'm excited about the Micro Machines.
Are you?
Well, yeah.
Me too.
So that's more because we had a small bag back there. I think.
No, we
we
put the
have
sets in the
lots.
G.I. Joe case over there.
The what
We
sets?
Completed them. Little action sets.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
you found the action set.
Yeah, they took over
Yeah,
the
they
G.I.
came
Joe case.
in on Saturday.
Me and Sean
Okay, so
spent some quality time on
so
that.
that giant bin that you guys had, turns
Yes.
out you were able to complete some stuff.
Yeah, we weren't just like, hey, here's tracks. Like that was play sets.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Because you know some of those playsets actually each came with an exclusive vehicle.
Mm-hmm. We didn't go that far into details.
Okay.
Pretty hard to find archives on those.
Pictures are not very good online.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I have mint and sealed box every one of those. So let me know.
Nice. So we did upload a picture of those on our Instagram, Dallas Vintage Toys. If you guys want to give us a follow, that's on there. If you guys want to check some of those out.
I'm digging you down for some
anything
micro-
No, we got some video game systems, vintage card Star Wars figures, McFarlane figures, just tons of stuff over last week.
The
I think
works.
we're doing spring cleaning, so.
The works.
What we got, Andy?
Well, before I talk about these sweet little men that I got sitting here, I was gonna talk about we have like you guys were saying a bunch of these lanterns and stuff, and I'm not much of a DC guy, but I do find like the different lantern cores and everything pretty fascinating. So I pulled up a page here about what they all are, and if you don't care, I'm gonna read about the orange lanterns and what the actual thing was. It represents avarice, which is a fancy word for greed, basically.
Okay. Well, yeah.
But capable of being harnessed by those whose greed knows no bounds, the sole bearer of orange light, meaning there's only one orange lantern, is a former Thieves Guild member named LaFreeze, also known as Agent Orange,
Yeah.
who draws upon greed to create constructs made of orange light with his power ring. He also possesses the ability to, which he uses to comprise his orange lantern core. But the powers of this one is it can steal the identities of people killed by the ring and transforms them into sentient orange light constructs under the command of the orange lantern. Also, since the power doesn't need to be shared, the orange ring can be charged to 100,000%. So, pretty cool.
Yeah.
Like, that's different. But yeah,
Well, I think there's only one because they get jealous if anyone else has it, because there's a comic book where what is it? Darkest Night, Blackest Night.
Blackest Night. Yeah.
Blackest Night. Lex Luthor gets one, and they actually just start getting in a fight over, like trying to take each other's Orange Lantern in the middle of fighting Necron.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, I remember reading that in LaFreeze the whole time, just trying to steal things from people.
Yeah.
Like,
Instead of, like, he helps a little bit, but he
Yeah.
ends up like getting distracted.
Mhm. But speaking of Necron, this was the Black Lantern. This represented death in the Blackest Night story.
Is there more than one black one?
Yeah, like
yeah.
they did this whole real cool thing where he starts resurrecting dead heroes at the time. So like, there's like really iconic images of like Batman, and he's all like zombified.
But then they're saying that
And
wasn't
he's
even
got-
Batman either.
No, I mean,
Because he was actually just sent back in time. It gets confusing on that one.
But it's like Superman, Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
A bunch of people get it, and they kind of just like their skin turns white, and they are like zombies basically.
Someone's asking, how much are the lanterns?
We still have to determine prices. Some of them were relatively cheap, so that's not gonna be too bad. I don't think any of them
Will they
go
be on
up
our
to
website
200.
later?
I don't think so, man. It's just because the size of these. We don't have the size boxes, and
You
then
probably
after
message
shipping.
us, and we can probably send you an invoice.
Yeah, we'd have to apply shipping on these things because it's so big.
Cool. So messages.
Yeah. Andy, any other figures?
Yes. Let's see here. I was gonna ask you guys which Lantern Corps you thought you would be a member of.
Red.
Let me read the characteristics real quick, or what they are. Red is rage.
Yeah.
Orange is greed. Yellow is fear. The Green Lantern Corps is willpower.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Lantern is hope. And Indigo is compassion. Also, sorry. There's the Star Sapphires, who I guess aren't technically lanterns, but they
They
have
are.
similar powers, I guess. But their emotion is love.
Yeah.
What do you? Is there? Do you?
No, I stick
any of those
with red.
You're
Yeah, I knew what I was saying.
Henry's an angry boy.
I guess we'll go with my favorite color, blue.
Blue.
I don't know, man. I think orange fits you well.
Hey.
Quiet red.
So you think of yourself as a hopeful person, Sean?
I hope so.
No more metal chairs. There's no more metal chairs anymore.
I'm sorry.
No, there isn't.
Okay. Sorry.
Jump in, Jared.
You want to sit in my
I
lap?
wanted to. No.
Just jump in. You can
He
stand
said
next
he
to
wanted
Sean.
to.
Come
It's
on.
gonna be my big debut.
Talk about your comics. Come stand next to Sean.
Wow.
They're calling for you, Jared. They want you on.
Hey, man.
It's, I like to think that I would be Indigo. I'd like to be a pretty compassionate person. But who knows? I might just be a big jerk. I might be a rage with Henry.
Yeah. Yeah, we can both spit, whatever it is that they spit. It's like lava.
It's like
fire.
lava vomit. Yeah.
I forget the exact name.
horrible.
Why'd I go to Taco Bueno?
I think it's like napalm. They spit napalm.
Yeah, I too have some toys sitting here. So,
Talk about that Hellboy.
okay.
Yeah.
This thing's really, really cool. He comes with this little corpse man.
Yeah.
He's half a dude.
We get that Saturday?
I think so, yeah.
Yes.
But I'm not sure. Is this a Nega toy or is this a Mezco toy?
Probably
This is a
Mezco.
Mezco toy.
Yeah.
Which, still surprisingly, it's got a fantastic sculpt.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh.
I mean, this is pre-112th series, so...
They stand the test of time.
But it still would kind of pair up pretty well. But, yeah, a really awesome figure. Hellboy stuff's just, it's hard to come by. I was a little surprised to see how cheap we had it when I saw it.
Yeah.
So $30, man, you can have a nice little piece of artwork.
And a dude.
And, yeah, a little half man there hanging out with him.
Going for-
Also, we got a bunch of these die-cast
Yep.
Star Wars action figures in. A lot of people, they're kind of hit or miss. Personally, I think that these, when they're used for non-human characters
Yeah.
or armored-up characters, they knock them out of the park. This is the R2-D2 I use for my 6-inch collection. And, you know, we have an Imperial Death Trooper also back here. But we've also got all the heavy hitters. We got Darth Vaders. We got Darth Mauls. All kinds of good figures. Secondly here, or thirdly, I guess I should say, we got these really cool McFarlane action figures in. We get these all the time, but they don't stick around very long. I think it's because we sell them so cheap. This one is really cool, depicting some cover artwork of Spawn holding someone's severed head. I think
There's
that's
a guy that came in and bought almost like 20 of those from us.
Yeah, they're really cool.
On Saturday.
Wow.
And then we also got this really weird Velociraptor scorpion butt guy. He's really cool. I don't know what he is, but he only has 2 arms. and he has guns. I don't know. That's really
Skullwalker, yeah, man.
It's a really cool toy.
It's a Skullwalker. It's a Mecha Skullwalker. I'm
Oh,
calling
I'm
it right
sorry.
now.
And
The
then,
blinds was it?
of course,
Crawler, Skullcrawler.
Marvel Skullcrawler.
Yeah.
Marvel Legends, of course. We got some heavy hitters.
The
in
original
Sandman.
Sandman.
We got the first appearance of Spider-Man, Marvel Legend. We got the real pretty little Miles Morales, Marvel Legend. And finally, we have this Toy Biz Green Goblin. This is actually from the Spider-Man Classics. Hobgoblin, my bad. But he's really cool. I think it's just because I've been playing that Legend of Zelda, and I like goblins now. So, but he's really neat. He's only $10 too,
Yeah.
which he's really cool. I like him more than I think than the new ones that came out.
Yeah, he's just as good. I actually like both.
Mhm.
I just like the reflective material in the last one.
And we just got this new toy. Who just sat down with us.
Yes.
It's a life-size Jared Grimes.
That's
Yes.
mine's a
Let's see,
clock.
let's see.
I'm
Oh.
finally out
Yeah.
from behind the camera.
He's got crap articulation. So.
Is yeah.
After 10,000 years, I'm finally free.
Is Jarzino watching? Jarzino is Jarzino Henry of any of our regulars watching?
This is the man behind the camera.
Yes, I'm so glad. Jessica's here today and she's helping out, and so I was able to show her how to operate the software that does this, that does our little camera angle change. So now I can come out and join the table. I'm so excited.
Back behind the camera.
Oh man.
Didn't last long.
No, but
Jared, what toys do you want to talk about, man?
you know, there's only one thing in this world that's worth talking about, and it's Darkhawk #1.
how many points of articulation?
You know, this is a comic
Do
book.
pages count as
so-
articulation?
I would say so. So like
Yes,
30.
32.
So in
32.
fact, to really upset everyone, this isn't even in the store. It's not even for sale. I just brought it in to show you the coolest comic book of all time. Now, I really like Darkhawk because it came out in 1991, and up until just a couple of months ago, it was a 50-cent comic. But due to completely ridiculous hype and speculation,
It is now a
that's
52-cent
that is
comic.
absolutely unfounded in any basis of fact. Darkhawk has inexplicably joined. It had increased in value almost 5,000%. 5,000%,
So
and
what
this
that,
is
like
now
$20. It's
this is
worth
now
$20 now.
according to the Marketplace Monitor. This is now the 17th most popular traded comic in the world as of today.
So what does it go for ungraded?
Ungraded, it used to be 50 cents. Now it's about $10. And graded, it used to be about 25 or 30 bucks, basically the cost of grading.
Yeah.
And now it's about 125, 130, and it has sold as high recently as $240.
Wow.
It's a bubble. It's not gonna last, but it's fun. It's fun because it's a weird character. A lot of people, even in comic books, have never even heard of Darkhawk. And you guys know that recently he got a Marvel Legend, which is actually what started this whole stupid mess. They're gonna say that because the logic was, why would they have an action figure for someone who's not gonna be in a movie? But I guess if you want to think like that, there's thousands of action figures that have never been in a movie,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So that really doesn't
Like
make any sense.
Skidmark from G.I. Joe.
He was in the movie. He was like the first one to die.
So I just want to show you guys Darkhawk.
Can I touch it?
yeah, yeah,
Got
of course.
My grubby little hands on it.
Yeah, you know, the whole plastic bag on a CGC thing. It's just because they come like that from the grader, so most of I guess most collectors leave it on there.
Yeah.
Dude, this kid is pumped to be playing Dracula's Curse.
You know, that's the fun thing about comic book collecting. A lot of people don't talk about because everyone focuses on the front.
Yeah.
But on the back of every comic book is like a time capsule of whatever was going on in that year, in that era.
Totally.
And I get a big kick out of looking at the back of comic books. And if you have loose ones, obviously, even throughout, there'll be little mail order things. There's in the 90s, they had one. It's like Hulk gets sad when he abuses people. Call our hotline. I'm like, what? What is that? Like, so they had like
My
some.
favorite ones are all of the old like
Abuse.
Marvel Hostess Pies ads. I don't know if you've ever seen
Hulk
that.
satisfied when
Where
Twinkie eat.
It would be like Hobgoblin is flying around destroying New York City, and Spider-Man swings in and just throws him like a cherry pie, and then Hobgoblin's like, "All right, pie," and then he goes to jail. Like,
They
So
got by in prison.
I know you guys are not Micro Machines experts like I am. So I want to point out real quick.
PhD in micro
I wanna-
machinism.
So to you guys, this is just a normal Micro Machine, right? This is a black Lamborghini Countach, one of my favorites. Now, in the early ages of Micro Machines, like in 1986,
Doors and everything.
So on
Yeah,
this
one in the case.
on this one, the trunk, the hood, and both of the doors will open, and they had a special name for these. They're called Deluxe Series. So for a while they made them like miniature models, but it wasn't soon later they said that's stupid. It costs too much money, and they stopped making them like that.
Are
So
they still edible?
even in the '90s, people could say they don't make them like they used to, because the '80s Micro Machines were actually superior.
Ah.
Well, this
So-
one is Gravedigger.
This is a
Gravedigger
good
was
one.
a monster
Very
truck
good
driver.
Mm.
And you might think that he chose the name Gravedigger because he thought, oh, that's really cool and intimidating. But in actuality, it was he didn't make enough money doing monster truck stuff.
There's Jared Darkhawk. Man.
So he
hey
had a,
kids, you
he
want
had a
some
job digging
Darkhawk?
graves after
It's
work.
great.
So,
Here, you want to see another secret? When you
Yep.
press down this one, look what happens. You didn't even know.
it breaks.
So this is a lights. No, it has brake lights.
I think if you apply weight to anything,
So this-
small enough, it will do the same.
This Micro Machine, guys, was made in 1989, right?
That
So
is
it's coming up
cool.
on 30 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and inside of it is a clock battery that still works. And if you press down on the little on the wheels, the headlights and the taillights come on.
Huh.
Isn't that cool?
That was pretty neat.
They call that micro lights. So 30 years the clock battery has lasted without being changed. It's pretty neat. See, you guys thought Micro Machines were just in a Home Alone movie.
No,
I thought
I
they were
had 'em when I
just
was
dumb
younger.
little
They're
toys.
dope. I'm telling you, they're absolutely great.
I was thinking that'd be great for a Godzilla diorama. So,
And a single loose Micro Machine is worth more than a brand new Hot Wheel in the box.
huh?
It's true.
It's not what you've been telling Sean these last few times you bought.
Oh no
those
no no
set
no! They're
little-
worthless.
Seriously, I've had farts that were worth more than a box Hot Wheel. So I mean, we sell them for 50 cents. So,
Micro Machines are in demand.
By this
we
guy.
already sold
Yeah.
some yesterday. when we
If
were-
Jerry
People-
likes it,
people always
everyone
want
likes it.
Oh, you sold some yesterday?
Yeah.
I should have came in faster.
But it's just
Hopefully
about
just
time
wanted
to
to.
wrap up things.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
It's about time to open up the store.
But what about some questions, real quick?
Yeah, somebody wanted, Casey Moore wanted to know what our favorite toy line growing up was.
X-Men.
Me? I like Play-Doh because I can make my own toys. They didn't make the toys I wanted. So I had to use the colors.
I'm gonna have to go with G.I. Joe.
I also
I like to think that it's off-brand Play-Doh too. It's like Fun Flour
It was
or
like,
something like
it was like Play Dope, and it had a Homer on
It's like
it.
you go to the Mexican food restaurants where they make the tortilla. He's like, give me some of that.
I'm gonna throw
That too.
I'm gonna
It was
throw in a
flour.
vote for Kenner
Those are the
Aliens.
things he plays with.
those were cool. Those
I
were a
think
lot of fun.
the Kenner Aliens are super underrated. Recently, they have a little bit of a resurgence, but I guess because they're kind of getting reimagined by NECA.
Yeah,
And-
I had a bunch of those when I was a little dude, and I can still
Somebody
remember
called
they
you a
scared me.
Play-Doh gangster.
Like I would buy them and play with them, but I was kind of afraid of them.
The idea that an alien facehugger could basically attach to any mammal or an insect in the case of the praying mantis alien and basically turn into an alien version of anything,
thing, yeah.
that was cool. And I really wish they'd explore that in a movie sometime in the future.
I like to think they took a cue from Venom on that one.
Yeah, I'd like to see them do an Alien Transformers crossover, so we get little robot aliens.
I've been hearing whispers about a G.I. Joe Transformers crossover.
Oh, I've been talking about that for years.
And they want to throw in
It
Raw.
has-
Rumors, what about that He-Man movie?
If they have
That's
Dwayne
it.
The Rock Johnson in it, and he just hangs out with Optimus Prime,
Dude, he's gonna punch
That's-
They
Megatron.
could just go grocery shopping.
That's
I would watch
300
that
million.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even want to talk about the new Fast and the Furious movie.
Why not?
Because they're fighting submarines at this
It's like
point.
freaking Micro Machines. It's just a
It's-
bunch of like ridiculous cars.
I
like,
just
doing the
remember, I
most
remember when
ridiculous
Vin
things.
Diesel was stealing VCRs and DVD players out of the back of 18-wheelers.
He's moving on
and,
up.
and now he's piloting
Wasn't
a
it-
nuclear submarine
That's what I'm
from
saying.
underneath the Arctic Circle.
Fast and
Then he
Furious
like
1,
jumps
they
out
were
of the water,
stealing
goes down the
those.
road.
They were stealing the VHS, DVD
Yes.
combinations. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And they were
I've got one of those in
expensive
my
back then.
office.
Oh yeah, yeah,
We didn't even have one to watch the movie in.
yeah.
It's incredible in 8
Great
movies
Betamax.
how far off course. I think in Fast and Furious 9, it's going to be Fast and Furious versus the Avengers.
I'd watch it.
It's kind of like that 21 Jump Street. They after the movie's over, they show like
Yeah,
all
they
the
just keep
different-
going.
Yeah,
Yeah, it'll be
Fast
like
and Furious,
it'll be like Power
82
Rangers.
in
It'll be
space.
like Fast and Furious in space.
Jared, I've invested like 16 years into this movie franchise. I'm not gonna stop watching them now.
I'm not going to stop watching it. They're going to get my money on opening night.
nuclear submarine.
But I'm just
drift.
saying that me and most people have agreed that it is ridiculous at this point.
Well,
Not
yeah.
so
How you
ridiculous.
gonna see it?
Not so ridiculous that we're not going to see it. We will see it, but we just think it's ridiculous.
I'm pretty sure there's a few cars in this movie that turn into planes, and I'm all right with that.
Oh come
Is
on!
this like James Bond or Mask?
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
yeah.
There's cars that turn into planes.
Yeah, I'm saying it right now.
All right, whatever.
Spoilers.
I haven't seen any of them past the second one, so
Oh, you're missing out, man.
that's what I hear. I hear they're like, what's the Rock's first one? Like
Yeah, 5.
five. I hear
That's
they-
when it got
seriously,
ridiculous.
I hear that's when it actually.
That
got
was like
good.
the last one where it was like, all right, now it's time to go off the wall.
I don't know. I'd watch The Rock in anything. I think. Like I watched him fight a earthquake last summer, and I was
Yeah,
pretty
that
happy
was
about that. So
He punched a tsunami wave in the face.
I told my wife when we went in there to watch it, I was just like, if there's a scene where like the earth is cracking and The Rock just grabs both sides and pulls it back together, I would lose my
He's so
crap.
satisfying.
That'd be so great.
I didn't even know what the movie was about. I thought it was like The Rock
It's-
versus the
it is
weather.
The Rock.
So I was like, I'm gonna go buy this movie.
Helicopter
Captain
pilot,
America
firefighter.
had that scene with
The
the
Rock
plane.
plays a very irresponsible paramedic who abandons innocent people to steal a helicopter and go save just his ex-wife. That is the
That sounds about.
Basically.
I think any of us would do that.
My ex-wife, really?
Yeah.
I don't have an ex-wife, so I can't really.
The guy just left his stepdaughter in the parking lot or whatever. I think.
What?
San Andreas, you know, he
San Andreas.
he left
leaves
his
his daughter.
leave
Or
his kids.
stepdaughter. He's like, see you later.
Oh, yeah.
I think the ground like.
All right, I guess we need to have the outro.
What would you watch The Rock fight? What Green Lantern would you be?
Yeah.
And there was something
What do you
else.
think about Dark Hawk? and
Oh, Micro Machines or Hot Wheels? Yeah. Sean,
Yes.
you want to tell them where they can find us?
Yes, we're open Tuesday through Saturday, 10 to 6. Our address is 120-524 Skate Drive, Dallas, Texas, 75243. Check us out online at DallasVintageToys.com. We buy, sell, and trade toys.
And that's it. And Jessica, to turn it off, you just double click the red button in the bottom left hand corner and then